Guys, I am playing this right now. And yeah, I just want to show you guys that I'm playing with the Flash today. So yeah, I'm sorry I played that game with I kind of got bored, so I wanted to play this, but I got the Flash on. So yeah,
in 2002, there's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Chicago Bears.
Guys, there's the Flash right now.
This will be fielded at the 8. Running right through him. And he's got some space here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check out my other friend's channel.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, Trubisky. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On third and goal, Trubisky steps away to his left. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Redskin offense taking the field. And one thing we do know, they'll have an entirely different look come this fall as they picked up Alex Smith from Casey in a surprise trade early in the normal trading window. January 30th, Charles, to be exact. What will Alex Smith bring to this offense?
A guy who takes care of the football. And we use that phrase all the time, but let's not be trite about it. He also produces. 2017, pushed the ball downfield, got some big plays on the perimeter, and had a touchdown-to-interception ratio of 26-5. When you have a quarterback like that, you're going to be in just about every game. Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
3rd and long for Cousins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He went all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady.
So yeah, he's a really good YouTuber, probably better than me.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll go again with Kelly. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Cousins now on second down. Doxson with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards in the...
I'm sorry, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, guys, I'm back. What's up? So, yeah.
Completion, but now they face third down. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action 3rd.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Pernell McPhee coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they get rid of the goose egg, but still trailing by 8. It's 11-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Runs over it, and now running right through it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Spinning away. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This is Howard on second down. And an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 56 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
So Washington coming out for their next drive on offense. He looked back, Charles, in 2017, 7-9 for the Redskins, 3rd place in the NFCs, and missed the playoffs for the 4th time in the last 5 years.
Yeah, they've been just good enough to be in the hunt, but rarely have they gotten over the top, as you noted, missed the playoffs 4 out of the last 5 years. Offensively, in 2017, their offensive line was a mess. I mean, they were playing guys out of position, 3rd-string guys up from the practice squad, just trying to find some type of continuity that just wasn't there. But flip it over to the defensive side of the ball. Dead last in the NFL in rush defense. I know we pitch it around like crazy in today's NFL, but you've got to stop the run first, and Washington really struggled in that area.
Yeah, over 134 yards a game against them.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Mitch Unrein coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
They had nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago's offense getting set to take over. And it's a crew, not only offensively, but defensively, obviously, collectively. The 4 straight last-place finishes. That's what they're facing as they enter 2018. Now, if there's a silver lining, I guess, they did go from 3 wins to 5 wins last year.
Are you really exciting the fans on that one, aren't you?
I was reaching.
Look, they finished number 10 on defense in the league, which was really somewhat remarkable because they had a number of injuries on all 3 levels, and somehow they fashioned that together. But Mitchell Trubisky, their rookie quarterback, who played well in spurts, they've got to surround him with talent, and a number 1 receiver would be a great place to begin. Because right now, the guys playing the perimeter, they're not going to give you very many game-breaking plays.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. 2 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Well, that one's hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT. Yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL. The
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Pernell McPhee coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7.
It's the only person I heard of. I just do it.
Second down, Cousins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Oh, wow. I only have 15 seconds. Guys, I might get this if I can. If I can get this.
Now a handoff looking right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
So I knew it. Guys, now
and now here's a carry heading left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
See ya. There. Very fun. I feel like watch videos, smiling.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our player spotlight. And I guess the now a play fake here on first down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
You is winning or I are losing? I'm winning. I'm the Bears. Yep. Redskins and okay, 2 quarters. Well, that's kind of sad.
They'll hand it off to Kelly, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They're working out of the gun. Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
So, if you can tell me what your name is, I couldn't.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And look at this, another fake. Whoa, shifty. Whoa. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears add on. And he certainly played a pivotal role.
Aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempted from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to...
Something in his own brain thought process.
I don't know if you get it.
Okay. Can you hear me now at all?
No matter what answer they give.
Bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Cousins. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Fatima Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Howard. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him.
Uh-oh, who's injured now? There's another one injured, guys. Let's see. Is it Mitchell? Oh, dang it. 2 quarters? What do you mean? There's no other 2 quarters. You mean to say that it's tied?
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green, 3rd.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
I don't care.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The catch made by Miller. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. And
Yeah,
he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
My friend will probably play for you.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. On this.
Bro, I'll do that right now for you. I have my phone right here. Okay. What is that? Alexa, shut up. Very. You don't have to do that, bro. Uh-oh. Or, is this you, bro? Very pun? You do Merry Christmas. Yeah, I got you, bro. I just subscribed. I'm your 49th. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, but I have subscribed to you. And yeah. But yeah, I've subscribed to you. Soccer on phone. That's sick. Okay. But yeah.
Today, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Oh, yeah, me too. I play football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Guys, I'm just going to do this one for you, dude. I will do this one for you.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Pretty trash.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed.
Oh, yeah, guys. That is it. I'll subscribe. So, yeah, I'll friend request you. So, yeah. You don't have to do anything, bro. You didn't have to tell your friends to subscribe to me. But have a good day, guys. Have a good day, and yeah. I said have a good day. Oh, my God. Okay. See you guys later. Hope you have a good Christmas. And yeah. Love you guys. Peace out. Bye. Okay.